right now on 5 on Your Side at 10.
Bad medicine? Tonight, navigating cold and flu season, now that health officials say some popular over-the-counter drugs don't work.
Enjoy the cool conditions while they last. I'm tracking a change in our trend.
First tonight, just hours ago, a baby rushed to the hospital after fire destroys a family home.
Very grateful that everybody's okay. Man, that's a scary situation to be faced with.
Good evening, I'm Mark Maxwell. Mike Bush and Ann Allred have the night off. That fire broke out 3 hours ago, roughly, on Etzel Avenue in University City. It quickly spread to 2 vacant homes. Our Robert Townsend is there with the latest.
As you can see, lots of firefighters rushed to this University City neighborhood after hearing flames broke out at 3 houses.
There was a lot of people, running up and down the street, the neighbors coming out the house. It was a lot going on.
Keonda Walker quickly called 911 after she saw the fire at her next door neighbor's home in the 5600 block of Etzel Avenue. Firefighters say a mom and several of her children were inside the gray house when flames kept spreading from the rear and jumped to 2 vacant houses on both sides. Witnesses say a passerby raced to the scene and saw a frantic teen holding his baby sibling and trying to comfort his younger sisters and brothers on their porch. The passerby tells 5 on Your Side when the infant apparently started choking from the thick smoke, she ran the baby to paramedics who rushed the child to a hospital. Firefighters say they also checked out several children at the scene. As the clock ticked, firefighters finally put out the flames, and good news finally spread around this neighborhood. No one suffered serious injuries, and the little ones will be okay.
Scary situation to be faced with, you know what I'm saying? And then school year just starting and everything, it's a lot.
My heart goes out to them because I couldn't imagine what they went through.
Firefighters believe the fire started in the kitchen area of this house here in the middle. At this point, they're still looking for the exact cause. In U City, Robert Townsend, 5 on Your Side.
A spokesperson for the American Red Cross says a couple and their 10 children lived at that home where the fire started. The Red Cross is now helping the family. Developing tonight, Riverview Gardens High School is switching to remote learning tomorrow and is canceling this weekend's homecoming festivities. School officials say that's because of numerous fights breaking out at school today. Tomorrow's virtual learning day is for high school students only. Also developing tonight, a security breach is hampering local police, courts, and jails. Officials from the Regional Justice Information Service, or REGIS, say the program has been offline for more than 24 hours after what they're calling a security incident. The database serves St. Louis City, County, and other surrounding communities. St. Louis County Executive Sam Page addressed the issue at tonight's County Council meeting.
REGIS is working with SuperSpear, a cybersecurity firm, to address the issue. And I want to stress that this does not affect our 911 system.
Officials from REGIS says it hopes to have all systems back up soon. Tonight, more systems are coming back online at several Illinois health facilities. A cybersecurity incident on August 27 caused a widespread outage for Hospital Sisters health systems. Today, the online patient portals were restored. HSHS is still working to restore other systems. A live look at Enterprise Center, where the weather is wonderful tonight for Eric Clapton fans. A fall-like feel has taken over St. Louis. Weather First meteorologist Tracy Hinson's in for Scott tonight. She's here to tell us just how crisp and cool it will be come morning.
Now, did you write that or did producer Andrew write that?
I think he had the love light in his eyes as he wrote that.
Okay, I don't follow any of that, but I'm sure they're Clapton references. All right, well, it has been really nice outside. It is currently 68 degrees. Our humidity, that always rises overnight, so don't be alarmed. It will drop again tomorrow and will be nice and comfortable. Winds are out of the north-northeast at just under 5 miles per hour. Okay, over the next 12 hours here, we're going to dip down into those very comfortable, crisp mid-50s. Now, I like to see those mid-50s for one main reason. It really puts a cool down on those bugs out there. It really limits those. So that's really nice for us past couple days. Now tomorrow we are going to rise up into those upper 70s, very comfortable for us. We're going to have a good mix of sun and clouds. Tomorrow's high temperature will be that 78 degrees. We can look forward to our sunrise here at just about 6:41. Coming up, we do have a change in our forecast, and if you like those tastes of summer, I have more of that for you in the 7-day forecast.
Tracy, thanks. Tonight, Chesterfield police are looking for 2 men who stole a woman's Porsche SUV while she was standing right next to it pumping gas. It happened Sunday night around 7:30 at a gas station on Olive near Hog Hollow Road. The victim tells 5 on Your Side her vehicle was not running at the time. Her purse, keys, and garage door opener were inside. New tonight, a push to give seniors in St. Louis County a break on their property tax bills is on hold. Just a few hours ago, Councilman Dennis Hancock asked to hold that bill for now. No word yet on when it might be taken up again. Last night, St. Charles County Council became the first county in the St. Louis area to freeze property taxes for homeowners 62 and older. That goes into effect next year. The tax break is made possible by a new state law giving counties that option. A live look tonight at the U.S. Capitol, where just hours ago, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy announced a formal impeachment inquiry into President Biden.
These are allegations of abuse of power, obstruction, and corruption, and they warrant further investigation by the House of Representatives. We are committed to getting the answers for the American public.
The Republican-led investigation is centered on allegations the president helped his son Hunter Biden make money off his name while serving as vice president. Some Republicans oppose an impeachment track, citing a lack of evidence. Democrats are calling the move a distraction.
This is just a diversion on the part of McCarthy. He cannot govern. He cannot get his majority in the House of Representatives to do the basics to keep the government's lights on, and so he's decided for a diversion.
The investigation coming as Congress has just 11 working days left to reach a deadline to avert a government shutdown. Members of the GOP Freedom Caucus are demanding deep spending cuts. An Illinois man has been sentenced to 2 years probation for pushing his wife of 2 weeks to her death from a downtown parking garage. Bradley Jenkins pleaded guilty to misdemeanor domestic assault. The body of Alyssa Martin was found outside the Stadium East garage near Busch Stadium back in June 2019. Prosecutors say the day prior, Jenkins and Martin got into a fight on the 7th floor while leaving a Cardinals game. Prosecutors have filed DWI charges in connection to a deadly crash that killed an off-duty Lincoln County Sheriff's deputy. According to court documents, David Case had a blood alcohol level more than twice the legal limit. The crash happened in July south of Troy. Investigators say Stephen Tucker was riding his motorcycle on Highway J when Case crossed the center line and hit him head-on. Public defenders in St. Clair County are notifying hundreds of clients they could get out of jail as early as Monday. That's if a judge signs off on their release. Changes in Illinois law will abolish cash bail and will no longer allow courts to detain a suspect accused of a nonviolent offense. The initial wave of releases could preliminarily relieve overcrowding, but public defender Kathy McElroy told us the number of people who can no longer post bond could ultimately drive that jail population back up.
What you're actually going to see is that rich people who could maybe buy their way out of the system won't be able to do that anymore. They're going to be treated just like the poor people. That doesn't mean that they're going to open the jails and release people that don't have money from jail. What it does mean, though, is that people that could previously bond out will also be sitting with them.
The jail was built to house up to 418 detainees. The sheriff's office telling us today they currently have 474 defendants locked up there who could not afford to post bond. 398 of them face felony charges. Many of those are nonviolent. The St. Louis Cardinals are going to bat to bring sports betting to the Show Me State. The team is spearheading a push from other major sports teams in Missouri to let voters decide on the 2024 ballot whether or not to legalize sports wagering. The move comes after several attempts in the Missouri State Legislature have failed. Some food for thought tonight from the FDA as we head into cold and flu season. The agency says a common ingredient found in many popular over-the-counter cold and allergy drugs is not effective. Our Laura Barcheski is here with advice from local health experts on whether you should stop coughing up money for these products. Laura?
Well, Mark, the good news is this ingredient is not harmful. It's just not effective. So if you have these cold meds in your cabinet with phenylephrine in them, you don't have to throw them away just yet. Just know that you'll need something else for the congestion. For more than 15 years, the drug phenylephrine has been in allergy and cold medicines like Claritin D and NyQuil to help with congestion.
All 5 studies that were presented failed to show any benefit with nasal congestion.
SLU professor Dr. Mark Dykewitz says the medical community has questioned the drug for years.
When you take a dose orally of the medication, only about 1% of it is actually reaching the general circulation. So it was thought that that was probably too low of a concentration to expect that it was going to be of any value.
However, studies show there are benefits when phenylephrine is used in a nose spray. Natural remedies can also help.
Non-medicine alternatives like the neti pot, which is a sinus rinse. There's a couple products that have a sodium or a salt solution that you could rinse your nose out with.
Pharmacist Jerry Kemp says the only drug left standing to help with congestion is pseudoephedrine, but there are some barriers to that.
In a lot of communities, it's a prescription item. So it's not as readily available. So in that case, I could just recommend if you have a physician that you see on a regular basis, perhaps get a prescription for something if you know you're going to need it.
But don't expect these over-the-counter medications to disappear from the shelves. When it comes to combination medications like Dayquil, the other ingredients are still helpful.
They might have to reformulate those products, and there might be a period of time where they're not available. That's going to affect a lot of products, and it's going to affect a lot of people.
Our local experts tell me this isn't going to happen very quickly, and when it comes to FDA regulations, things can move rather slowly. But it's something to keep in mind as we really head into cold and flu season.